Someone requested that I discuss a Charlie Parker solo, and I choose the last one I was transcribing. Currently, I'm analyzing many from December 12, 1948, and I gonna share my thoughts with you. So let's dig in. This broadcast was done at the Royal Roast in New York, and uh, and it allowed that great performance. Apparently, this venue was nicknamed the Metropolitan Opera House. And now I'm going to tell you about the solo that Charlie Parker played over Hot House. Of course, as usual, it's always incredible to hear Charlie Parker for his clarity, articulation, and the innovative ideas on his saxophone playing, not to mention his sense of timing and the clarity of his musical vocabulary. Some of the lines that stand out to me in the solo, for instance, include the way he often ends on the on A major, for instance, and we are here in the alto key. Let's look at bar 8. Here he plays that D natural over a major chord, over A major, and commonly it is said that on major chord one should avoid emphasing the fourth, at least not to make it a prominent note. However, Parker frequently does that, especially on Hot House. It's intriguing to note that this approach he used it extensively on Hot House, but not as much on other pieces. It indicates that he has a specific vocabulary that he associates with this piece. So this fourth, the D, does bring a blues feeling to the measure of and the sound of A major. Additionally, as he plays this famous line at bar 10, the way he ends it, it really stands out. He has done that before in some performances, and here you can see his mastery of melodic ideas truly highlighted. The speed at which he plays that line and its clarity and beauty are remarkable. He consistently moves from the sound of E minor flat 5 to D minor, and at bar 23, I particularly appreciate how he executes the transition to F7 also, playing the D and then going to D flat and A, thereby involving the sound of the sharp 5 of F, and then going to the E7 chord. The way these notes lead to each other is flawless. If you examine the last three notes at the end of bar 23, the D flat, and the A, you'll notice that these notes are not repeated in the next measure, giving a voice leading for each one of those notes within the range of a tone. So the D go to the E, the D flat to D, and the A to B. And this demonstrates perfect voice leading control. Often, at the end of a chorus, Charlie Parker plays something distinctive. Sometimes he'll repeat the fifth of the key, and here in this case, repeating the tonic to provide a pedal feel at the end of a chorus before starting again the next chorus. At bar 35, he introduces an intriguing line again, using over the D minor the whole tone that would be usually associated to G7, and then transitioning to D7 with a G sharp. And this technique is very clever and creates a great motif that's a whole tone motif, and that could be actually beneficial for someone to practice it actually. Also, a symmetrical idea that you see at bar 38, he plays the B minor and repeats the same line, but the minor 4 of the key of A, so over D minor, so this creates a symmetry with D minor, and again, that's very appealing. His resolution is always impeccable. If you examine how he resolves that line at bar 47 to 48 using the D minor sound again, it's simply beautiful. and the way he played that bridge using that high F, the sharp 9 of D7, sounds beautiful also. And I like the way he used the fourth again on the G major there. Then he uses F Lydian dominant, and that sounds good as well, of course. And it's one of his line. When he transitioned from the F sharp to the F, and then to the E, highlighting not just a linear progression, but the nuanced movement of each note within a line. And that's another incredible solo. So I've been transcribing many Charlie Parker solo. I started this project during the pandemic, and since then I transcribed over 500 solos, and I'm doing them in order. That's almost half, I would say. I think there is about a thousand solo of Charlie Parker. This has been a very inspiring journey, allowing me to immerse myself in the music of Charlie Parker and to appreciate how well constructed his solos are. One striking observation is that regardless of the setting, it could be a major concert, at home or in a hotel, in a live concert, or even a jam session, irrespectively of either the song was something he played before, he always played the chords perfectly and demonstrate his remarkable ear and memory. Furthermore, he frequently quoted different songs in his solo, again showing how his memory was, how great it was, and also he was able to carry an idea through a solo, sometimes introducing a variation in a solo and keeping it all the way through the solo, and then taking another take, he would bring a new idea and keep that idea. So really aware of the context of when and where he would play an idea. And it's fascinating to note that the lines he's been playing and the one that he kept in his playing, he started to play them before he was 20 years old. So it's like he already heard the lines that would become integral to his vocabulary. And this is very uncommon. Many of us learn to play, learn different lines and ideas, but we do not keep those ideas through a life. If we could precisely play what we envision and maintain that level of clarity and intention through our development, perhaps we also be called geniuses. But however, this isn't the case. Parker's playing at this in this aspect is particularly striking to me as I progress through these solos. He knew with clarity what line he wanted to play and kept them because they were perfect lines. And as he developed his playing, he kept adding to them. And it's amazing to see how clear it was to him what he wanted to play. So I hope you enjoy this video. Thanks again for watching. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel if you want to be notified for more content. And like the video. It's always appreciated. Have a great musical day.